Hey, my name is Sia, and I currently live in Sweden. I'm originally German, and my passion is sensitivity. Some people may think, like, what? Like, who wants to be sensitive? Like, that's not strong. That doesn't bring you anywhere. That's like what I heard in the past more. But I found out that that's actually a great superpower. And that's my passion as well, and what I would like to support you with on your path in awakening and in guiding you, letting you see that it's a great ability that is unfolding in yourself right now. And I, on my own path, grew up a lot in a performance-oriented family, as well as started to work in that as well. I studied shipping and environmental technologies, was always interested in intercommunication, interaction with people, so that I didn't always like to talk, but I always felt comfortable in having people around me and being in communication and being in connection with others. That's something I always loved, and also worked more in that way when I worked as an environmental officer on board of cruise ships. So I had a lot to do with other people, like mass of people on board actually. And I found more and more out that I feel different. I felt different than other people. I saw myself different than others. I had the feeling I experienced the world differently than others. And that always made me feel very awkward. And that also really always made me feel not belonging. And I really had a challenging time with that. And maybe you already recognized yourself in that. And it's okay. It doesn't mean that you actually are this. You just experience yourself in this world like this. And over the years for myself, I actually found out, I am working different. I do see and feel and experience things in a total different way than others. And the more I just followed my inner feeling of what is meant to go to this yoga class, or to travel to this surf and yoga retreat, or to stop working somewhere, or to go to this doctor to get some information, to do a seminar, whatever. The more I trusted this inner voice inside of me, the more I met people who were likewise. The more I met people who were challenged, but also gifted with the same things as I was. And I started more and more to make use of that. I had for about 10 years bulimia. That was also my way of dealing how I felt the world, how I felt my surrounding. I was overwhelmed by it. I really took up so much from the outside inside myself, and still felt so much performance pressure that I was not able to keep it inside myself, but wanted to bring it out again. So I really had this struggle inside myself, and was happy that over time, through a big breakup for myself from a partner in that time, was faced with myself. That made me first quite depressive, and I realized I'm not able to deal with feelings, and feelings is like a very strong energy inside ourselves. And once I started to do this how to deal with a breakup course, I actually started to connect with my feelings again. And I realized, wow, that's so powerful inside. I didn't feel these things for a long time. I didn't cry for a long time. I didn't feel anger for a long time. I didn't grieve for a long time, and actually felt as alive, but sometimes also really overwhelmed. So the more you start to reconnect with these feelings, especially, the more you maybe feel a bit overwhelmed that they are just working through you and you don't have any control anymore. So I worked myself further. I really just followed all the things that met my way, synchronicity wise, really. And it's still working. I'm still exploring more abilities, and I'm still exploring where I can feel more empowered in my intuition. But I also saw so much by starting to teach, especially in this year, but also doing already one-to-one coachings with other people beforehand, and sessions with people, and little workshops. I started with a meditation workshop and emotional release workshop with people in a little cafe I started to work in like 4 years ago, I think now. And realized how much more trust I gained in myself on my path, in who I am and what I experience and what just is how I feel in this world. So to just feel like, see, it's okay what you feel. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing weird with you. You are perfectly okay how you are. And being able to support people there is really an incredibly beautiful thing. To see how others start to gain more confidence and more security in their own abilities and in their own really these strong potentials they also have inside. Because you received, it's a bit like a Superman or like these superheroes who received this gift, but also first need to learn, like, how do I work with that? How can I make it work for me rather than against me? And yeah, that's a little bit my story. I really follow my heart now. Sometimes I'm also challenged with that, to like, my mind pops and says like, is that really true? Can we really trust this? What might others think? But then to just comfort the mindset, like, it's okay that you want to think this. Maybe even find out where that comes from. And then to just like, it's okay. And yes, we still follow and trust our heart. Let's not go into the backward direction again. Let's just continue doing that. And that's okay. It's not about being perfect here. It's about exploring yourself with all your abilities. And yeah, I will share more about my journey as well as the things where I can support you with, give you beautiful insights, beautiful inspirations, and how you can work with yourself to become more of an empowered intuitive and really learn to make these abilities work for you, and you can then also serve and support others way more. So much love to you. I'm looking forward to connecting to you, and if you ever have any questions, just get in touch with me.